Hello guitar players, my name's Daniel. This is a video for beginning guitar players that want to learn how to play a real rock and roll song on the guitar. The song I'm going to show you guys how to play is called Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. If you haven't heard it before, the main guitar part sounds like this. That's about it. So what I really like about this song is that a lot of songs that we learn when we're just starting to play guitar are a little bit too complicated, and we tend to learn versions that aren't quite right. We learn little shortcuts and things to help us play a song that are too difficult for us to play in the beginning. What's great about this song is that even if you're a beginner on guitar, you can learn to play it exactly the way the pros do it right off the bat. All you need to know how to do is play two different chords, and I'll show you those right now. The two different chord shapes that I'm going to teach you in order to play this song are both what's called power chords. And the thing about power chords is we only need to use 3 strings to play them. The E string, which is my top string, the A string, which is the next one down, and the D string, which is the next one down. Just those 3 strings in order to play these two chord shapes. The first chord shape I'm going to show you is an E power chord. To play an E power chord, we simply do this. On the E string, it's going to be open, which means I'm not going to use any fingers on this hand on that string at all. I'm just going to pluck it all by itself. On the A string, I'm going to use my ring finger, or also called my 3rd finger, on the 2nd fret just like this. Next, I'm going to use my pinky, also called my 4th finger, also on the 2nd fret, but on the D string. Just like that. Those 3 notes. When I strum them all together, you have an E power chord that sounds like this. And that's the first chord shape. The next shape I'm going to show you is also a power chord, and this shape can be played anywhere on the guitar neck to create all kinds of different chords. I'm going to show you starting right here on this G note. So I'm using my pointer finger, also called my 1st finger, on the E string, right there on the 3rd fret, or where that first dot is. That's my first note. Next, I'm going to use my ring finger again, called my 3rd finger, right here on the 5th fret, where that 2nd dot is. And on the D string, I will use my pinky, or my 4th finger, to play again on the 5th fret. Those 3 notes together are going to create this next power chord shape. Since I started this chord with my 1st finger on a G note, we'll call this a G power chord. Here's what a G power chord sounds like. But the great thing about this shape is that it can be moved or played anywhere on the guitar neck. I can play it on G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and so on, all the way up the neck as far as I can reach. In this song, Smoke on the Water, we're going to use this shape to play a G power chord, as well as an A power chord, and briefly an A sharp power chord. And those are the only chord shapes you need to play this song. Now that I've shown you the different chord shapes you need to play this song, I'm going to show you how to put them all together to create Smoke on the Water. So I like to think of this song as being comprised of 4 different phrases. So the first phrase, very slowly, is just like this. It starts with an E power chord, then a G power chord, then an A power chord. Altogether, that's going to sound like this. And that's your first phrase. The second phrase is almost just like the first phrase, but there's one extra chord thrown in. We're going to start with that E power chord again, go to the G power chord again, but before going to the A, we're going to quickly play an A sharp power chord, and then back down to the A. When you put that one together, it sounds like this. That's the second phrase. The third phrase is exactly the same as the first phrase. Just E, G, and A, which put together quickly sounds like this. And the last phrase is the easiest. It only has 2 chords, just a G, and then an E. Put together sounding like this. And that's it. Practice those 4 phrases together slowly. gradually speed them up to get them comfortable. And once you're pretty comfortable playing all those phrases by themselves, you can put them all together and it's going to sound like this. Here's Smoke on the Water very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. A little more quickly at regular tempo, it's going to sound more like this. Once you got it at that tempo, you're playing it just like the pros do. So keep on practicing, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much.